Yo, what's going on, guys? BSGaming here, bringing you another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video, and we're gonna quick go over the update for 8.4. So yeah, the update will last through 3 hours. It'll start at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it'll last till 1 a.m. For me, that'll be about 1 to 4 in the morning. So yeah, we're gonna get 2 new heroes, new pickup draw event, Leona's Fireworks Festival, event boss battle, Demon Kimara, and the Diamond BOGO event is gonna reset, which kind of is a meme at this point. But yeah, so I don't know who the 2 new heroes could be. I really thought it was gonna be Demon Meliodas, Jericho, and Red Elizabeth, but I don't think that's the case. But I'm gonna go over who I think could possibly be the 2 new units, and I'm not sure what the Leona's Fireworks Festival is. I'm sure it's just a new celebration that Global is gonna get. I'm not sure if JP got it, so we'll see what happens there. And I believe Demon Kimara is the Pikachu looking demon. So yeah, we're gonna see what all that is come the update, and I can't wait. But yeah, I'm gonna speculate who I think will be the 2 new heroes based on how Global's moving and the speed of things. And I don't know if these units are I don't know if they're worth summoning for, but yeah, we'll go over them anyway. But let's go over the events and the bundles that'll be ending. So come the update, the events and bundles that'll be ending are all the Attack on Titan collab like events in the game. So that would mean the co-op boss, that would mean the bundles for ending, that would mean the pickup draw, the event, everything's ending. Giant Hawk's ending, the Savage Raid Up is ending, everything. So make sure you get your last minute grind worth in, because it will be ending come the update. So yeah, I believe that's all we have so far, right? Yeah, I believe that's everything that'll be ending. The special gold bundle, don't know if that would be worth it, because I know a lot of people are grinding gold because they missed out on doing that before the Attack on Titan collab came out, because we originally thought that we were gonna get the same amount of things that JP did, which we did, but we did not get the awakening equipment missions. So yeah, it was limited to 3 times a day. So I know a lot of people are grinding gold right now, and that's fine and all. So the special gold bundle will be ending. If you want to get your hands on that, you know, by all means go ahead and do so. But if you want to grind in the game, that's completely up to you. Special diamond bundle to me isn't worth it. Aaron, Mikasa, and Levi's full upgrade bundles definitely aren't worth it. In my opinion, it's just not worth it. If you grind enough, if you play the game more than often, you will be able to get them fully upgraded with ease. The SSR Congeniality full awakening equipment bundle is going to be going. That isn't worth it either. You know, if you play PvP a lot, you'll be able to summon for set equipment. That's only crit damage, but if you want to buy it, go ahead. It's completely up to you. Like I said, it's just all how you play the game and if you think it's worth it or not. But mostly it's for Levi, so if you don't have Levi, I would not recommend buying that bundle. And if you don't have any of the Attack on Titan units, right, I wouldn't say go ahead and summon, but I would say these units may not come back in the future. You never know when they're gonna come back, so it's all up to you if you want to summon. I am missing a dupe for my Levi. I really want to go back into the banner, but I'm probably not. I'm probably just gonna leave him 5 out of 6, and Aaron and Mikasa I believe are 3 out of 6 for me, so that's where they'll be staying. It is what it is, right? Once this ends, we don't know when it'll come back or if it'll even come back, because the Simon event hasn't come back on JP yet. So I'm not sure if we'll ever get this again. But yeah, make sure you guys get your last minute grinding, because all of this stuff will be ending 10 o'clock if you're on the West Coast, and 1 o'clock in the morning if you're on the East Coast, if my times are adding up, right? But yeah. So the 2 new heroes, I'm gonna go over who I think they'll be and whether or not you should summon for them. But I don't think these heroes will be worth summoning for. But then again, if you want to summon for them, go ahead. But I wouldn't recommend just be cautious because you know what's coming up. You know Lost Fiend's coming up in the future. He could be coming next week. He'd be coming in 2 weeks. We never know. But yeah, let's go over who I think will be the 2 new units. So these are the units that I think are going to be releasing with the update, right? I think it might be Estarossa. There's 2 more characters that I have in mind that might come out, but I'm not sure. So let's go over to STR Estarossa, right? So this Estarossa doesn't see much play because he's not green Estarossa, obviously, right? So you have this unit who disables recovery skills. Cool, right? He doesn't do too much damage, in all honesty, and he's not that great. Extinction is basically just like Ruin. It does more damage per debuff on the enemy, right? So yeah, he's not nothing special. He does have the blackout, right, which he just does a stance, and you know how it works, nullifies all other skill cards of the enemies, which is really good, right? It's a really good ultimate, but this hero himself is just not that great, and honestly he's just not gonna be worth summoning on. So if he does come out with the green Estarossa on the banner, I would highly recommend skipping unless you really love this character. But other than that, I would skip because I believe the green Estarossa is actually the one on the coin shop, right? So it wouldn't be worth summoning, in my honest opinion. I would just skip it. But yeah, his commandment, after allies and enemies receive damage, apply a debuff that decreases attack related stats of the attacker by 20%. And yes, this does apply to both allies and enemies as every other commandment before him. So yeah, he's like a double-edged sword if you apply a debuff to the enemy. So I don't know if he'll be worth going for. In my honest opinion, I would not. But yeah, so we got the green one. This is the one that everyone loves for good reason, because he's really good in PvP, right? In PvE, not so much, but in PvP, he's really good. So you have his first skill, right, which does charge, which ignores, I believe, defense. Yeah, defense. And it does pretty good damage, you know. It's not that bad. But this is the move that everyone loves, full counter. Full counter is such a good move because it's not like green Meliodas'. It's literally just him countering any attack that comes his way, and he taunts. So you have to attack him. It's really good. But yeah, this is the reason why everyone loves him. And this move right here too is ultimate, because on this unit, on this green Estarossa, this is going to be much more valuable than the than on the red one, because of how good this green one is with his full counter, and overall damage is going to be better. And he removes debuffs and grants debuff immunity on allies that assume a stance for 2 turns. That's insane. So if you bring a whole team that uses stance, they can't be debuffed, and he removes the debuffs for 2 turns. That is really good, because you can bring literally him, green Meliodas, and I don't know, another unit that uses a stance, right? They can't be debuffed. You know how big that is? In PvP, that's huge, because a lot of people debuff Red Galther, Blue King, Blue Merlin, although she's not used, right? Valenti, a couple others that I'm not thinking of, but yeah, they can be debuffed, and like they'll counter. So it's really good. And then his commandment's the same as the red ones, right? So yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend going for it. It's not worth it, in my opinion. You can use your gems for another banner that's better than the one that might come out. Again, this is speculation, right? We don't know who it is, but it's a strong guess that it might be Estarossa, or it could be Monspeet. And if that's the case, definitely a skip. He is not worth it. Neither version of him is worth it. The red one is very bad. He's not good at all. And it sucks because I like Monspeet. He's really cool, but in game he's garbage. He has nothing to his kit, right? He has weak point on his skill too, but again, you need to basically use his ultimate to get it off if you don't have anyone on the team that debuffs. And yeah, his ultimate is AoE, but like it's not good. It wasn't a good, like, I don't know, unit design. I don't know who designed this unit, but they did not do him justice at all. It just sucks. It's a shame because he's such a cool character in my opinion, but yeah, he's not that great. I mean, he takes 30% less damage from ultimate moves, but it's not enough to say, oh yeah, go ahead, go summon for him, he's doing like the best unit. No. And then, you know, allies will not gain ultimate move gauge from using skills, which is pretty good. But again, on a character like this who has such a bad build, it's not worth it at all, right? So if it is that, I wouldn't recommend, but again, it's your choice. If you really like I really like Monspeed, right? Out of all the commandments, he might be maybe my second favorite. It's either Zeldris #1 or Derriere #1, but he would definitely be second, because I just like his design. But the green one isn't much better, to be honest. He does have weakness, and it is single target, but again, it's just like his kit is very poorly like designed. He removes ultimate gauge orb and deletes a random skill, which is unique, but again, it's just no. Why would they do that? If it was AoE, right, and he deleted like one, it would be insane, because he would off rip delete 3 cards, which would be like monstrous. But unfortunately, it's single target, so it's not going to be that great, right? He removes stances. Oh, it's the same thing, right? You need to use his ultimate basically to get weakness off, unless you have another unit that debuffs on the team. But again, a poorly built unit. Increases his damage dealt by 100% if the enemy has ignite on them, which is good. But again, it's like, why would they not make him like have ignite? It makes no sense. Like, instead of him depleting an ultimate move gauge, why would they not just like have an ignition on him? Like, that was dumb. If he did damage and then he, let's say, instead of depleting ultimate move gauge, it was gives them 2 ignites for 1 turn or something, then it'd be pretty good. But like, no, it was poorly designed in my opinion. I'm sure there will be videos on him that'll be made, and you can base it off of that if you want to summon for him. But again, I would save your gems for something better, even for the Estarossa. And I don't know, it's a very, very rare chance that Gloxinia will drop, but he might. Both of them might release at the same time. But again, I'm not sure actually, because they've held back on Gloxinia and Monspeed for a while now, and it's kind of weird. But I would say, again, not even worth it, right? These units just aren't game breaking or meta breaking, especially Monspeed, who's on the lower end of the tier list in this game, because he's just, again, a poorly designed unit, right? Gloxinia is okay, right? I'm not gonna completely go off on his card. He's okay, but that's all I'll give him, is he's okay. He can be good or bad depending on how you build him and depending on how he's used, right? And his commandment is really long. It's just basically, if you use 2 or more skills, you're gonna have your attack related stats reduced by 30%, right? That's basically what it is. And then, you know, his passive is, for each ally that's alive has a 5% defense related stat boost, and for each dead ally it's a 5% attack related stat boost. So it's just, he works weird, but you can make it work with him more so than Monspeed, because he's more versatile, I would say, than Monspeed is, both versions. So we go into the red one. The red one's interesting, I think, because he has a unique ability. Again, kind of like red Monspeed, and it's weird because they're both red, but kind of like red Monspeed, he has a unique which only allows the use of rank 1 skills, which is really cool and really good. So you get that, right? But then after that, it's kind of like, he's not anything crazy. He's basically just right? I would say I don't know. I think I would put the green one over the red one for Gloxinia, but you can go either or. But again, still not worth summoning on. Just save your gems for something better. You know what's coming. You got Lost Wing Meliodas coming. You got Derriere coming. You got more units way better than these commandments that I think. Estarossa is on a higher tier than Gloxinia and Monspeed. So if you want to summon for him, go ahead and do so, but do it at your own risk. I'm not sure if I'll be summoning on Estarossa. If he is the unit, I think I might just save up for a better unit. But yeah, he'll be available, or all these units will be available either on part 2 or in the coin shop. So don't be upset if you don't, pull for them and you see everyone else using them, because they'll be available eventually, right? So again, not worth it. Just stay away from any unit that comes out unless you really like the character or you think they're gonna be great or good in the future. But yeah, other than that, there's not much else to go over. The characters that could possibly be released, right? And the update is gonna be here, so around 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and if you live on the East Coast, 1 a.m. So just be prepared, get your last minute grinds in, and make sure you do everything you can before the update, because you won't be able to get into the game for 3 hours. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna end the video. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe, and then I'll see you later. Deuces.